Hello again. Very honoured at the moment. Been up at Celtic Guns very kindly. Let me have this to review. Second-hand gun, and how can I put it? If you want to save £1,000, get one second-hand. Daystate Redwolf GP in the PRS chassis. Real deal. It's not one that's been made up. So yeah, quite an amazing bit of kit, to be honest with you. Just give us a moment. I mean, me personally, I've never been a fan of electric guns for my own reasons. It's one of the few times I'll get an unexpected discharge, let's say. So, and that's happened with this. I'll hold my hands up. My bad. Operator error, to be honest with you. But yeah, you're getting an awful lot of gun here. But then why shouldn't you? At the amount that they're priced at. You know, you'd expect something special. I believe this is quite special. It's very accurate, but then it will be with the barrel system that it's got on it. So let's see what we're dealing with. You've got the claw at the back, that's Daystate. All fully adjustable, length of pull, up, down, cant. Hell of a lot going on there. And it's fast adjust as well. You've got the little knobs that you undo. There's no messing around with Allen keys. It's been well thought out. The cheek plate, that's all adjustable. On the dial here, that goes up and down and everything. Bag rider on the bottom here. That's quite a dandy little setup. But everything's got a cant, it's got a twist. You can adjust it to absolutely spot on how you require it. And below that, you've got this tube here. Now with that tube on the end, you've got like a cap, a cover. And that's where the batteries are for the gun. So you have to undo that, slide the batteries out. They're very delicate as well, the wires. You disconnect the batteries, or battery, and that plugs into here. The lead that comes off the battery, this plugs into the mains. You do have to keep on top of them. It's not really a gun that you can leave sitting around for months and months on end, because overall length, when that's in, when the claw's in, is 1,000mm. Or a metre, or what's it, 39 inches, 3'6", isn't it? So that's without a silencer on it. But I've been shooting it without a silencer. Got a bit of a pop to it. But it's field target, isn't it? HFT. I think that's what it's preliminarily for. That's a short throw by comparison to the normal Redwolves. And I quite like it, because even though it's only a switch, it's a beautiful action there. But when you're actually shooting it, you can close it with your thumb. It's quite nice, that. Good touch. Behind that, on the rear of the block, you've got the safety switch. When you throw the safety switch, lights up the panel on the side that tells you how many bar pressure you've got, how many shots you've taken. So, yeah, it's a nice thing. But again, you're back to the price bracket. It is an expensive gun. New. But, you search around, if you find them second-hand, you'd be surprised. And just because they're second-hand, that's not a bad thing at all, because you're still going to get a warranty from a shop. That's if you're buying it from a shop, with it being regulated, it's 480cc bottle that's on there. It's going to rinse out absolutely every pellet you can. And they're doing well over 400 shots on a fill, well over. I mean, what's this showing at the moment? 446 shots, by the looks of it. So, dovetail on the top. You can get a separate Picatinny set that goes on there if you prefer Picatinnies. They're the kind that screw down from the top, so you have to slide them on. It's got a single shot. It's a Rowan Engineering single shot adapter kit in there at the moment, which has been really nice. I've enjoyed using that instead of the standard one, which is drop-in plate with a dimple in it where you have to roll your pellet in. This is more definite, you're feeding the pellet in every time. But then you'll see that on the accuracy shooting. Trigger guard, very chunky. And the trigger, it's an electric switch. It's highly adjustable. It's set a little bit light for me. And when I had the unexpected discharge earlier, what I did was I just touched it to the side, but that were enough. So it's set that light at the moment. PRS chassis, that's looking the business. It has got the Arca rail along the bottom of here, even though it's got the mouse fitted on here at the moment. Lovely grip, little bit chunky mine, there's a lot to it. I mean, very big-handed people will be quite comfortable with it, but it's also got a thumb up position there, it's like to the side and up, which is comfortable enough if you like shooting like that, but I'm a thumb round kind of guy. I like it for me hunting, that's it. I feel like I've got more control. Put the hook 6x24 x 50 on it for now. Brings it real close to the barrel. It's virtually touching. It's literally a gnat's hair in between. I like to get it close. I've got to make an effort because it's got a Redwolf barrel in there. It's the 450mm, or it's about 17.5, 18 inches. But it's Redwolf. What's not to like? They're absolutely awesome. Yeah, the magazines that you get with them, it's 13 shot in 177, 11 shot 22, and 10 shots in the 25 caliber. And also the carry case, it's a Negrini carry case. Carbon fibre shroud, it's nice. Thread protector on the end. Everything's really well made. Everything's definite. It is a really nice gun. You can't take that away from it. The weight is 4.9 kilo, which is like 10.8, 10.9 pounds. It's a chunk. And if you're going to be having glass optics on there, you're going to be throwing the weight up quite a bit more. You get your registration and you get your Daystate Redwolf Grand Prix official handbook, which tells you the basics, tells you the safety. You've got a contents panel, there's your notes panel at the back, shows you how the system works, how it operates. You know, it's got some reasonable breakdowns in there. You know, it tells you how to adjust everything in there. You know, it's what's not to like, really. It's a nice glossy magazine as well, glossy finish. It looks like they made an effort, but price point, yeah, rightly so. Anything else? No, not really. It's shot quite fine. I've quite enjoyed it. It is a too much fun gun. Very enjoyable to shoot. If you do get an opportunity to shoot one, take it. Definitely take it. So let's see how we get on with the accuracy. Shooting it at 25 metres and at 50 metres. Over at D range, the internationally renowned range. Cheers. See you in a bit. Hello again. At the internationally renowned D range. Or is that renowned? Oh, renowned. Yeah, it's renowned, isn't it? Internationally by all accounts. So, see how we get on with Daystate Redwolf GP. And its fancy PRS chassis. Been zeroing it up. It's looking very promising. Single shot loads, not using the magazine. It's the Rowan engineering job. I like this, the fact that you can close the lever with your thumb. It kind of keeps it all on one side. All right, let's go for the centre, 25 metres. So it's a little bit high, that. Still on the centre. Yeah, it's shooting a tiny bit high. This will have no trouble at 50 metres, I don't think. Right, centre again. That's more like it, don't you think? Ever so easy to load up this single shot loader rather than the original, which is a little magnetic plate where you roll it in. Centre. It goes without saying, Redwolf barrel. One of my favourites, Lazy Walter. Ooh, now that's why I don't like electric triggers. Centre again. I think we'll go for the top left. I'm keeping my finger well away from that trigger. It's good practice anyway. But you know how it can be at times. You get too excited and it does shoot exceptionally well. I'm just not really a fan of the electric trigger. Top left. Pretty much going through each other, a lot of them, if not the touching, which is quite an achievement for me because I've got a knackered eye. I'm not renowned for taking my time either. But then I've never professed to be an HFT shooter. Maybe a bit of hunting. Still top left. Nothing wrong with them groups. Totally understand why people love them, but they're not a cheap gun. But this does go to show you something this quality, this condition, and you're getting it for £1,000 less because someone else had it. And it's not shooting any different. There's nothing wrong with it. I can't find any fault with it other than the trigger. But that's down to me, that's operator. Top right. Bottom left. It's a pleasure to shoot, for sure. Very accurate. And to be honest with you, it's pretty quick to gel with it. It is accurate. It might sound like a parrot, but it is. Go for the bottom right. It's not a noisy gun, but it's not quiet either. Quite strange because it sounds louder from here than what it does from in front of it. Still bottom right. Right, obviously the cocking lever's on another level, but then it is a switch. It's not sprung or anything like that. There's no need for it to be. I'm quite liking those groups for me. And obviously if I was hunting, there'd be a lot of dead rats and rabbits and pigeons and all kinds of things suffering from a bad head. I do like that. Right, let's go for the top right jack on Jack Pike, the J. I'll have another go at that actually. Who can hit the J on Jack Pike? 10.34 JSB, heavies these. Tried the QYS, the Streamliners, 9.56s, and they were a little bit squirrely, which surprised me. Let's go for that Jack Pike again. Oh, it went exactly where I aimed that, daft bugger. Never mind. Right, let's see how it gets on at 50 metres. See you in a bit.